Please. Yeah, thank you. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us on this important day as we celebrate World Refugee Day. Today we honor the incredible resilience and enduring strength of refugees worldwide who have faced a huge challenge and continue to strive for a better future. To start, to give you a sense of what many refugees endured when they first arrived to Greece, we will watch a powerful video that Beth captured the experience of refugee in the camp on the island of Chios, Greece in 2016. Can you share the video?
There you go.
I don't know what to say.
I'm wondering if it's because we're recording, it won't. Like, I don't know. I feel like this has happened to me on just a wondering. I don't know if that's correct, but
Does anybody know?
When you click share screen, did you click on the little button that says share sound?
I've never done that before, but let me see if there is such a thing. The sound's on.
Yeah, but on the share screen down at the bottom, there'll be a little box that says share sound.
I don't
Oh,
I don't see it. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna pass on that one. God willing, the other videos will work. Hussein, why don't you introduce yourself, and I'll see if I can make this work in the meantime.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. So my name is Hussein Al-Zrivi. I'm a former Syrian refugee and a lawyer by profession. My journey began in the crisis in 2016 when I was forced to flee Syria due to the ongoing war and the threats from ISIS, under whom I was once imprisoned, unfortunately. In my escape, I crossed the Aegean Sea to Greece on a small boat crowded with 67 people. And during a perilous journey, eventually, I was fortunate to be relocated in the Netherlands during that crisis in 2016. However, upon my arrival, I felt lost and overwhelmed that I couldn't cope, with everything due to the culture shock and also with the new environment around me and with no guidance at all. So it was at that time, during this challenge with my co-founder, who introduced me to the concept of coaching. Through our partnership, we realized the potential of coaching to empower refugees like myself, because I was a lawyer back, in Syria and in the Netherlands. I couldn't pursue law, and nobody's offered any help. So I was really struggling with my life. And with the coaching, so we tried to help refugees like myself, helping them navigate their new lives and careers. So we established this organization 2021, and I'm gonna let now Beth to introduce herself. So Beth, yalla, give it, hop in.
This is how I learned Arabic, yalla. Thank you very much, Hussein. So let me just say that I got my start in 2016, and if that video wasn't working, you would have seen the refugee camp, the conditions there. And being a leadership coach, seeing the wasted potential, I would meet engineers and pharmacists and college professors all sleeping on mats in a tent. And I was really struck by the wasted potential. I go, do people know that there's such amazing people here? And it was kind of disconcerting. And for years, I was trying to think of what's the ideal thing. And I was thinking about coaching. And then I thought, but I wondered, can coaching work for refugees? It's unknown in their countries. We're dealing with cultural barriers, language barriers, labor market differences, especially for refugees. They're not so welcomed in a lot of countries. And not to mention dealing with trauma and sense of loss. We're not psychologists, and how do we deal with that? So there were a lot of big question marks, but it turns out coaching works, and you're going to hear about that. This organization is kind of unique. I think we're the only one like it, where we coach and mentor recognized refugees, English speakers, intermediate to advanced English speakers, and educated, virtually, and educated people, bachelor's degrees or more, or really strong work experience. And they're all over the world. We deal with Ukrainians, Iraqis. Well, you'll meet several of them today. And we deal with coaches. We've got about 60 coaches worldwide who share their expertise with us that are amazing. They volunteer their time. And our goal is to help these really high potential refugees transition from their journeys from just surviving, like in a refugee camp, or when they first arrive, they're disoriented, to really thriving in their new countries of resettlement. Through coaching, we help to facilitate this critical transition from refugee to contributing member of society. We help to empower them to unlock their own potential. It's not by giving them answers and telling them what to do, which is, you'll see what they thought it was, but rather by asking deep questions in a safe space so they can reflect on their own goals and challenges and reach conclusions for themselves. We're more or less their thought partners. But they also need information. They need to know how to find a job in a new culture. I keep hearing about back home, they'll call up their uncle and say, so uncle, I need a job, and somehow they miraculously get a job. Well, it's a little different in the new countries. So we educate them on tools needed to find work. So helping them on their resumes, their CVs, LinkedIn, interviewing skills, and keep them motivated, accountable, and in action, and keep moving forward one step at a time. So this is what we're going to show you today. Inshallah, God willing, the video will work. Joanna, I hope you have a backup in case my video is not working. Okay, so get ready. First, you're about to hear about a 10-minute video where 6 refugees I met with in Athens just a few weeks ago discussed their experience with coaching. They came from Iraq, Iran, Palestine, Syria, Mali, and Cameroon, and you're going to meet them today. They're amazing. And then you'll have a chance to see movie stars who are in the video. They'll briefly introduce themselves and introduce their coaches. Then you're going to hear from their coaches about what it's like, the impact it has on coaches to work with refugees. It's really a two-way street. I think it's a mutual benefit. And then finally, we're going to show you another short video about them talking about their strengths, the clients talking about what it meant to them to identify a strength that they didn't realize they had, or they knew it, but now they have a name for it, and how that's really helped build their self-confidence. And then we'll have some time for Q&A where you can ask questions to either individuals on chat, or we'll facilitate that conversation. So so that's what the plan is for today. And let's get started. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we're going to be able to do this. I'm not seeing my, Joanna, can you help me here? Hold on one moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe the recording, it might be the problem. For the
Well, we could probably, hold on one moment, everybody.
If I may, just to say something, Bev, is
Yes.
the video being on any website, like YouTube or any streaming website?
Hold
Because
on. Yeah.
because the issue comes from Zoom, and the fact that Zoom application cannot support a certain video format.
I've tested it on Zoom, actually. Let me try it. I found it. Hold on one second. Let me see if this is going to work now.
There you go.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Strong tech work, Bev.
Yeah, I should become an IT person.
My name is Lamin, and I'm coming from Mali. And I've been in Greece for almost 5 years. So I'm also studying here, and I'm currently working as well. And I'm a beneficiary of JumpStart. I was one of the participant for the research.
And what did you do in Mali?
I was just a student, but
Okay.
yes.
Not just, you were a student.
I was a student.
That's great.
My name is Suhail Al-Qaraiza, and I'm from Daraa in Syria. I have been here for like 8 years, and I used to teach English. Right now, I'm a student in my 3rd year in psychology here in Webster in Athens.
My name is Sarah. I'm from Iran, and I have been here around 8 years ago. I try to read the Greek, English, and I'm working too.
My name is Mohammed. I'm from Iraq. I've been in group 5, almost 6 years. I was a laboratory scientist in my country, and when I came here, I'm now working in a hotel industry.
My name is Linda. I am from Cameroon. I have been in Greece for about 7 years now, and in Cameroon, I was a teacher, and here in Greece, I work in the hospitality industry, and I also study. I am doing a course in cybersecurity that I'm almost at the end of my course too.
This is Ramadan. It's a pleasure to be here. First of all, I would like to extend my gratitude for Refugee JumpStart and its organizer for having this lovely meeting. It's an honor to be here. And I'm a Palestinian. I do have a bachelor degree in education. And I've been here in Greece for almost 5 years.
Coaching is not something that was really familiar with to my knowledge, because where I came from, this is not a luxury there. And when I newly came in Greece also, this is not something that I ever had, or I wish I could have, but I didn't. So it was a total new experience for me. So when they said they're going to provide us with coach, I was a bit confused. I didn't know what to expect at all. I was just like, okay, let's see what is going to happen. My first instinct was like, maybe he's going to tell me what to do, or he's going to give me some kind of way of doing things in life, all these things. That was like what I was thinking, basically. But once I get in touch with the coach and the brief that they gave us before, I think you gave us the first brief that what we are going to have and what we'll be expecting. Still, it was not that clear for me, but once I get in touch with my coach, who is Jennifer, she's an American. She's so sweet, let me say that. So she gave me like a kind of motivation and made me to even like it. I can even pay now for coach without thinking about it, because I know what it was now. So the first two things that the first two sessions we had together was like very, very impressive for me, because it was not all about her. It's not like about her expertise. It was to know me and what might help me. So this is the thing that she told me first, that it's not like I'm going to tell you anything that you don't want to do, or you are not on, or I'm going to bring any magic in your life or anything like this. It's just your path, and maybe I'll just help to get it more clearer, or help you through the path on the way to go. So this is what she told me first. And then I start understanding, oh yeah, this is something different. So this make me also like give me a thought before coming to the next session that, okay, I need to think about my life, because I have to explain something to her. And this helps me a lot. So I start like thinking about, yes, this is supposed to be my next step. This is my life. This is what I have to do. And this is the way I have to arrange things. Just after our first session, this gave me like a whole thing. And I think I mentioned it on our last meeting. And I said that I used to be a big believer of let it happen. And when it comes on my way, and you even said we believe in inshallah. And yeah, so this was like my whole perspective in life. Although it works for me sometimes, but I know to achieve some kind of bigger goal to a certain level, there must be a kind of a structured way of doing it. You have to go through level. And with this coaching, I think it was a really satisfying thing for me.
When I started that coaching, the first glance that came up to your mind when I heard the word coaching, I imagine the person would tell me, okay, you have to do this and just like move forward with your life. But 2 months after I met my coach, Barry, it made me realize that even if you have like a lot in your mind, a lot of plans in your future ahead, you have to sort it out. And this has worked out very well for me. It made me realize, okay, you just focus on what you have at the moment. And afterward, you can just move with the rest. And until this moment, I'm just following his steps. And it's doing very well with it.
When I started my coaching, I thought more of it as an advisor, more academic, to tell me how to get to my resource, how to find them, you know, stuff more that is into the course that I was having actually. Later on, it appeared to me that it's not just about the current challenge that I'm facing, but it's more about realizing what I can do more and either finding alternative ways to reach my goal, which I'm working to it, not just keep thinking about one goal and one strategy, which was really helpful because our thinking is limited to what we know, and there is still a lot of things that we're just not aware of it.
The first time, if they told us you have 10 sessions go for your goal, and you have a coach, and really, it was very funny for me. And I say, I had 6 years experience in university. I am accountant, and I work in 10 years. How they can to 10 session they teach us? I thinking this is very funny, and maybe it's joking. And if I start the first time, she tried to find a way for me because I'm not the same some guys free because I have 3 children and I working. And all the time after the work, I thinking how to care about my children in home, cleaning, cooking, buy the things, and only do it this. And after I be tired and go to the bed. But this time, if the woman start to speak to me, she told me, Sarah, you must find a way, find the time, free space, something for yourself. Everything you do for your children, for yours. And I tried to find the time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, what she said. And she doesn't follow, for example, say, okay, every week 1 time, she say, okay, 2 times. And she tried to teach me more, to find the more space in the morning, afternoon, show the video or something to learn Greek, English, and to grow up. And if I doesn't have any hope, start to have a hope and start to go to the class, start to go everywhere. I don't go to after 5 o'clock my work to go to home and working and everything from my children. I try to grow up.
When I heard about the coaching program, honestly, I didn't know what it was all about until I got to meet my coach. She came into my life at the moment that I needed somebody like her, like a sister, a friend that I never have because I'm somebody that I'm either indoor or at work. So the first day we spoke, it was like we knew each other for 10 years. I felt so comfortable. And, you know, in pedagogy, we used to say, if you don't get a kid to love you, the child will never understand what you're saying. That's the secret some of us have in pedagogy. So when we met that same day, she tried to introduce herself and we introduced ourselves. It went on very smoothly and she tried to know a bit about myself. I told her that as you see me, I'm sitting here on this laptop, I'm learning every day. The whole winter, I've got tons and tons of certifications. I tried to name some of the certificates that I have had since I started with the coaching program. She told me, and what are you doing about this certification? I said, no, I'm still continuing. I'm about to get another one. She said, and what have you done with them? I said, I just get them. I don't know. I've just been working hard, getting certifications. She said, and what did you intend to do with your certificates? I said, well, when I find a job that suits any of these certifications, I will apply. She told me, no. What about LinkedIn? Are you on LinkedIn? I said, yes, I joined LinkedIn about 4 years ago. I didn't know what LinkedIn was all about. I have one scrap profile on LinkedIn. I don't even remember the password or whatever. She said, that is where you have to go, sell yourself, put all your certifications, your knowledge, what you have done, your experiences, and whatever you have, that is where you have to start from. I said, but how do I do this? I don't know how to start about it. So our next meeting was set up my LinkedIn profile. She tries to tell me how to program myself, not only getting to educate yourself and obtain tons of certification and pack them. You have to get one certification and you try to work in that field. So it was all a great start with BNI. And I think with the other sessions, I'm not intending to leave her anytime soon. I don't know if they talked of 10 sessions. After all, we are connected. I think she will remain my coach for it.
And certainly your sister forever, it sounds
Yeah.
like.
The coaching is not about just, bringing on focusing too much on your career, but rather also to bring to the table the friendly aspect. So like what she said, you would feel that your coach is a guy or a woman that you've known for so long, a friend of yours. So that is something very important. That is something very important, and it makes you feel comfortable to share with your coach and work with them. Okay, in order to achieve something that will help you a lot into, I would say not just only for your career, your professional life, but also for your personal life as well. Like everyone is sharing good experiences about like how they, like the coach is telling them about you're also having, your own time, okay, you for yourself and also for your professional life. So coaching is not just a career changing, but also it's a life changing.
Our pleasure. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. So that was our folks. Yeah, there's B with a heart. That was quite something. Why don't we have Joanna, if you could highlight our clients who are on the video so that they could introduce themselves really briefly. And we'll wait till you all get on.
Am I missing someone? Somebody else?
Okay.
I think we're
Oh,
all.
yes, one person can't join us. She has to work. Yeah, Zohra unfortunately can't join us. So why don't you just briefly introduce yourself? And is there anything that we did not capture in the video that you want to add, just in a sentence or two? And then I'd like you to introduce your coach. And in one word, which is tough, one word, how would you describe them? Who your coach is, where they're located, if you know, and how you would describe them. Lamine.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lamin, and I'm coming from Mali. I've been in Greece for almost 5 years, as you saw on the video. So I'm currently working in Greece here, and I also just finished my bachelor degree in international relations and business administration. So my coach was Jenny. She's still my coach, I can say. So she was a very, very how can I put it? It's difficult to put her in one word because she's so amazing. But for the coaching, I will say she's really practical. Practical in a sense, I mean, like she deals with what you have. She didn't bring like anything like any big expectation. She's all about step by step. So I said she's really practical in that sense. So that's what I can say about her. But she's amazing. It's difficult to put her in one word again.
Thank you, Lamine. Thank you. And Ramadan.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ramadan. I'm from Palestine. I came here to Greece in 2019, so I've been here for more like 5 years now. I'm holding a bachelor degree in education, so basically I'm an English teacher. It's an honor to be here, seeing all these lovely faces, which is the hidden heroes. So behind all of that, so I would just say that about my coach, she's Brenna. From the UK. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it today, but of course, all of her good vibes and positive thoughts are floating around, so that's for sure. So if I want to describe my coach with one word, as Lumine just said it clearly, it's a very hell of a job. Like it's difficult, just to describe it in one word because she is like too many things, but I would just say insightful. she paved the way. Am I hearing something or am I hearing myself? Okay. So, so basically, Brenna is insightful. She gave me a lot of ideas, explore new options, ideas that I haven't thought about. So it changed and impacted me in a very positive way, whether that's my professional life or my career. And of course, I forgot to mention that currently I'm working in the service industry as a representative for Apple company. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Ramadan. Linda. Well, you're muted. You got on mute.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Linda. I'm originally from Cameroon, based in Greece. I've been in Greece for almost 7 years today, and I am a teacher by profession. I obtained my teaching certificate in Cameroon, back in Cameroon, and I worked in the teaching field like for 13 years before leaving. But now in Greece, I'm pursuing a new career path, which is cybersecurity, which I'm still on the journey. But presently, I work with Four Seasons as Steel Palace in Athens, of which I'm still at work now as we speak. My coach is B. Jezioska. She's originally from Poland and she's based in the UK. To describe B, first of all, I think we look alike already. I see her as a sister and she's so empathic. I've never seen someone who wants you to do the right thing, and it's always by you to see that that thing is done rightly. And she has impacted a lot of positive things through my mind so far, because I used to think that I don't have time, but by the end of the day, I noticed that I had a lot of time, but I was just misusing the time that I had. And now she has put me through to think that it is not all about work, but you can put your time into good use and not feeling exhausted. Like through studies, through even just having some activities that can keep your mind and soul together, but not feeling exhausted. So I think B is a lovely and empathetic woman, as I can describe.
Thank you.
So,
thank you so much. And she's beaming. And Suhel. Oh, wait. Your sound is shaky. Your sound is not good. Can you fix the sound? Not so good.
I think it's the internet connection.
Yeah.
I can hear you right now.
Now
Can
it's
you hear
good.
me?
Now it's good. Yeah.
Okay. So I said Assalamu alaikum again. My name is Suhail Qaraiza. I'm originally from Daraa in Syria. And today I would like to introduce my coach, Shivan, who is, if I have to describe in one word, he's very realistic expert. Ivan. And yeah, the reason I chose him because I felt that with his expertise and realism with what I'm doing right now and what I'm in for, inshallah, graduate.
Sound is shaky again, Suhel. The sound is shaky. Not great. Give us the word on chat. Maybe put it in chat.
Bev, why can't Jivan talk about Suhel?
We can do that. Although I know Suhel, let's see. No, not better. Write us so what
now?
Yeah, now it's good. Now it's good.
Okay.
Great.
So I was saying, if I have to describe my coach in one word, he is very realistic expert. And together, I feel we're moving forward very well. We're still having our sessions. And the reason that made me feel this connection is his thoughts and our conversation about what I'm aiming for after graduation. As I said, I'm third year right now in doing my bachelor degree in Webster University in Athens.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you. And we'll hear from Jivan in a minute. And Mohammed, who would you like to introduce or introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Mohammed. I'm originally from Iraq. I've been in Athens and Greece in general since 2018, so basically 6 years now. I have a bachelor degree in biology scientist, but currently I'm employed in Four Seasons Asir Palace, Athens. My coach was and still Barry from US. If I want to describe Barry in one word, that would be very, very difficult, as my colleague has mentioned before, because he's such, like every positive way and word even existed possible. He's such a great person. But for one word, I would say for me, it was insightful, as he was able to just by just talking to each other, he managed to determine like what was the challenges I was facing, and he made me realize like the capabilities that I have and what to focus on and how to move on forward with these challenges.
Great. Thank you so
Barry.
much. Now let's hear if we can see all the coaches together. And while we're highlighting them, we're going to ask them the question about what impact did it have on you coaching your client? And some of you have coached several refugee clients, but did it have, how did it impact you? It's not just another leadership client, executive coaching kind of gig, but it's something a little bit different. And or if you had any key learnings about that. And Patricia, your client wasn't here, but let me introduce Patricia, who's in Nigeria and has been coaching Zohre, who unfortunately was not able to be here today. But I'm sure she would say raving things about it. B, why don't you go first? If you would share with us, you can unmute and say, what impact has coaching had on you in coaching your refugee client?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, thank you, Linda, for your, kind words. Make me very emotional. So thank you so much. And, coaching Linda absolutely was incredible and eye-opening, experience. Her courage and resilience have truly inspired me and made me feel more humble as a coach and as a human, and seeing how she handled the complex challenges of rebuilding her life in new country while dealing with the label of being a refugee has shown me just how strong and capable she is. Absolutely, I'm proud of you, Linda. And this experience, coaching refugees has been a powerful reminder of how much refugees bring to our society. Unique perspective, diverse skills, and a strong spirit that will greatly enrich our communities. So that was my, insight. And unfortunately, I think sometimes, maybe not sometimes, I think very often we underestimate, their potential and contributions. And it's very important to find the stigma of being a refugee, both from society perspective, but also from the refugees' own experience. So, working with Linda has reaffirmed my belief that everyone has something valuable to offer, no matter their background. So it's absolutely, without any exaggeration, absolutely honored to support Linda, and her journey has motivated me to, pushing for more acceptance and inclusion for all. So
thank you so much. Wow. B, that was inspiring, totally inspiring. Thank you so much. Thank you. Who'd like to go next, or shall I just call on you? Jivan, how about you?
Okay.
And Klein Suhel.
Yep. So from a professional point of view, I've been able to adapt my real life workplace coaching and my business in coaching, because I've had to realize that you have to do things differently when your resources are limited, when something, you know how something should work, and then you're dealing with a completely different type of system. I've had to adjust to that. So we've got to look into universities, for example, looking at scholarships. The methods I would normally go to, they don't exist. We have to think outside of a box to try and make sure they work for our client, Suhel. From a personal view, is genuinely just very humbling. We've got a young man with a world at his feet who has gone through so much, and he's still driven. He's still caring, still wants to help people. His goal is clinical psychology because he wants to support people through their traumatic experiences. It really is humbling that somebody can go through so much trauma and still wants to give back. And we've actually talked a lot about the refugee support from Suhel, from Hussein, from Jessica, refugee environment for him. And even as a volunteer, I've felt that through my communications with you, Bev, with Hussein, with Jess, and with
Thank
Suhel.
you. What I forgot to ask you, what's your day job?
So I'm a director of career services at a college, students, and being able to improve that system, because a lot of my international students go through barriers that I've never gone through, and I've had to think through this coaching opportunity, what am I missing? What exactly have I not looked at from their perspective? So it's made me a better professional, as well as hopefully a better human being.
And where are you located?
I am in Toronto, Canada, from Derby, England. So.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Patricia, how about you? You want to introduce yourself, where you're located, and what your day job is, and what your experience has been with your client?
Yeah, hello. Good evening. I hope everybody can hear me. My name is Patricia Akinosan. I'm based in Lagos. I'm a leadership and executive coach, and that's my full-time role. I was a coach to Zoe. She's from Iran. And it was incredible because being a leadership and executive coach, you coach leaders who are like, sometimes on tender hooks, and they're in a very safe environment, quote unquote. But I come across someone like Zoe who has 1,000,001 things to worry about. She's a trained accountant, but easily forgot her stuff. And so by coaching her, I was able to take her beyond her current thinking into what could be possible. She's a mom of three, she's a single mom, and she had the tendency to get herself very much. But with that opportunity she had, it taught me resilience, and it taught her that there's another way. There could be another way. She just expanded her thinking a little bit. And it was really, really humbling for me to time with her. I always look forward to that session.
Great. You're cutting out a bit and a bit frozen, but I think we got the gist of it. Patricia, you're frozen right now, but thank you for that. Thank you. I know she loves working with you. So, so Barry, we'll move on to Barry right now. Yes.
Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm Barry. I'm based in Los Angeles, and I'm a retired organization development practitioner. I worked in the corporate arena for many years, and I started volunteering for Refugee JumpStart a couple of years ago. So I think several of you have already talked about how this experience of coaching has been inspiring, and I would just absolutely echo that. I think working with Mohammed has just been a truly amazing experience. What has been so wonderful about it is just being able to see his determination and his resilience and his openness to basically exploring where he wants to be and really getting a good sense of his skills and how they could match. I think one of the really enjoyable things about the coaching experience is truly being a partner with him. And I think that's really, for me, that's the essence of coaching. I've adapted my corporate coaching style a little bit because I think it's important in working with our refugee clients that we do need to be flexible and meet people where they're at. But the core parts of the coaching that I think have really meant so much to me, it's really the notion of being a thought partner for our clients and developing that relationship where we are not advising or determining what they should be doing, but truly partnering with our clients to help them make decisions. And that has just been incredibly satisfying, gratifying, and being able to see the progression from when we started the coaching. Again, Mohammed was incredibly determined, had so many different ideas. And I think what I gained the most and where I was able to help him was being able to truly kind of help him focus, again, just by being able to be there for him, being a thought partner, and the satisfaction of seeing him work through that and eventually end up with something that he feels very good about and proud of that will really help his career has really meant a lot to me. So it really has been a truly wonderful experience, and look forward to continuing my support for the program with other clients.
Thank you so much, Barry. Thank you. So I'd like to right now share another short video of them talking about their strengths. We gave them the strength assessment, Clifton Gallup poll strengths, and out pops your top 5 strengths, and how that as part of the coaching experience has really helped, I think, build self-confidence and awareness. So let me share that right now. Strengths. We gave all of you a strengths assessment, the Gallup Clifton strengths, and out pops 5 strengths, your top 5 out of 34, okay? And it seemed like there was a lot of positive energy around that people said, whoa, either I didn't know I had that strength or I knew I had that strength, but now it kind of reconfirmed it and I have a name for it now and they can use it. So I'm curious, I'd like to hear from all of you about either like one strength that either your number 1 strength or whichever strength really spoke to you and you'll, yes, that is a strength of mine and this is how I want to, consciously use it now in the future.
For this strength that I came out with, the one that I thought that it will be there, and I found it, which is consistency. I am a person who like to be consistent on the things that he's doing, and that website just confirmed that. So basically, if I want to try something, okay, or I want to do something, I solely focus on that thing until I accomplish it. Once I finish it, I always come up with a different goal, a different thing. So that website just confirmed it, and I will be sharing that with my coach, which I think it will be helpful for both of us, that we can build upon the strength that that I have, generate or got from the website.
From the survey,
yeah. From the survey, that we can build on, so that will be both helpful for both of us. So yeah, that was my experience.
One of my greatest strengths that I had was the relator. That was the first of them all, of which I strongly believe in that, because I am that type of a person that can really relate with people, even if I don't know them. As I already mentioned to you that when I met my coach, we just flew together as if we had known each other for like 10 years. And the second one that I still strongly believe is the learner. I can learn. I am that good listener in every situation. I will listen well, try to bring up the meaning of what you have to say before really thinking that I've had something to do with you. If I don't listen or learn, I also like to learn new things. Like I told you people that just within this winter till now, I have had about 3 solid certificates. I always sit down to learn.
That really I think of, the first one is adaptability. And yes, and when I think about it, like through my joining, most of you might think maybe all of us have it, because through our journey from the different corners we came from until here, if you don't adapt, you will not be in this situation today. So for me, yes, it happens because I was lucky enough, or maybe I fight it out, or that was my skill to adapt. I came in Greece, I studied, So I went to a university, although it's from very good people that helped me, but it was part of my adaptability strengths. I used it to do it. It was about 4 years study, and I managed to do that. So I think that's a very good strength. So she said, yes, you can see it now. But it's something like I'd never think of that it was my strength. Well, with the coach, he enlightened it to me. So I will focus on it on future thing. Like if I want to move to another country, or if I want to take any other adventure, I will use this as my strength. I will not fear anymore because I believe this is my strength. It's already enlightened before me. So once I'm in it, I will do it.
The tricky thing about strengths is that it's so natural for you. You think everybody could do it. It's no big deal. You know, I'm adaptable. Big deal. Everybody's adaptable. No, not everybody's adaptable. And you have that strength. So positivity. Some people are downers or negative or whatever. You just assume everybody is kind of like you. So the tricky thing about strengths is to know that it's unique to you, the way they come together, the five and the order that it is. And it's hard to recognize because it's so natural. And so to be able to really appreciate it and own it and say, I'm good at this, you know, and it's special.
Yeah.
And to really value that, I think is a big confidence builder as well.
Yeah, I completely agree with it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thank you so
sharing
much.
that.
Yeah.
For two of my strengths that I expected to have was learner and arranger. But the one that I've never expected to have, it was related. Like if you ask me the same question that you will be like the related strength, it's gonna be one of your strengths 5 years ago, I would tell you definitely not. Because okay, I was not that type of person that makes connection between people. I don't want to say that I was introvert, but I was never like I have much interaction with people. But okay, 5 years ago, it was completely different than now. You always learn, you always grow up, you always find new things. And as you mentioned, like it is probably was already inside me, but you've never realized. But in the position that I have, I'm talking and dealing with a lot of people. So I've made me realize, I've already had it inside, but I've never tried it. I've never seen it before.
Where are you working now?
I'm working at Four Seasons.
At Four Seasons?
Yes, Four Seasons hotels.
I understand that you got a promotion recently?
Yes. And I was selected as Employee of the Month as well.
Employee of the Month. All right. All right.
Thank you.
And a supervisor.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
outstanding. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
As for me, I knew that I have some specific strengths. I just didn't know the names of them. The first and the top strength that I had according to the assessment was individualization. Now, to hear just the word, you might not get a lot of it, but for me, it's knowing how people feel and what are they are able to, knowing which person is work best for which role. That maybe how I think about it. In my previous work or like the experiences that I had before, some of that was knowing how to facilitate activities with children, minors, arranging between volunteers and etc. Right now, I think it's more about knowing what is my career options are, because now I'm aware of my strengths. I'm aware what are the domains that they fall under. So knowing and being aware of that gives you more information about yourself and first and how you can utilize them to do the best that you're passionate about and also rewarding at the same time. It's not just your passion. The second one, I sort of knew I had it, which is a learner. I can see it like through coming here, learning English, or like working as an English teacher for a while for Arabic speakers. That was something that came along. And yeah, even though that I stopped studying for like 7-8 years, that didn't stop me from pursuing it once I had the chance. So that was reassuring to me that, yeah, it's never stops and learning always continues.
And the individualization, I think you chose the right career as you're studying to be a psychologist.
Yeah, right now I'm
what could be a better strength to have as a psychologist as seeing people and their individual strengths and seeing really who they are.
Thank you.
So good choice.
Thank you.
Good choice of a career.
Positivity part, I would say so positive. Even my tone when I speak, it sounds happy. Okay, so yeah, exactly. And I will just quote my father that my father used always tell my other family members, if you ever feel like the life hits you, just go ahead and speak with Ramadan. You make it cheerful. Yeah. So basically, that's for the positivity part. So it's really good to see that strength is there. Okay. And about the strength assessment, I would say seeing the things that you think that it's there, but you just see them in front of you will also give you a motivation to utilize them. Now you know them. Now it's time to utilize them in your life, professional, whether it's professional or personal.
It was a positive and confidence and relationship and I think communicate. It was, I think, something like this. And if you have all together, you can manage everything.
Yeah, that's a good point. What great stories. And it makes me really happy to hear that there's been some really positive outcomes and that your views about coaching is so positive and that it's helped you move along in your life. It's, it's not going to be earth-changing in like 8 to 10 sessions, but it gets you on this journey to begin to really see the world a little differently, see yourself, most importantly, to see yourself differently. And to build a confidence of knowing how you could move forward, kind of in a more systemized approach. I'm just so thrilled and just hearing from all of you. It's a pleasure. So thank you so much. It's been a privilege to get to know you. Okay, there's our strengths. Yeah, aren't they a terrific group? And Jeannie, put Jeannie back on. I so apologize. I forgot to get Jeannie's impact statement. And I know that Jeannie, you were working with Lamine. So what was
I was indeed. And all the coaches have said the way I feel. I think it's a universal exchange. It's started on the human level, that we're all the same. One world, one people. And Lamine was just amazing. He made my heart sing.
We heard that. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jeannie. Really appreciate it. Let's just take, I just want to kind of summarize some things and then we'll do a Q&A. Our intention was for you to hear these refugee voices and their coaches, that there's so much more behind the word refugee, that you could see the enormous potential of these highly intelligent, resilient people, capable people, irregardless of where they came from, if it was Iraq or Cameroon, each with their own unique set of skills and strengths and career ambitions, and eager to transition from their journeys as refugees to reestablishing their lives and careers in their new country of resettlement. And in this particular case, they're all in Greece. Refugee JumpStart really is a unique organization. I don't think there's anything like it globally, where we help refugees, not just by giving handouts, there's a lot of that going on, which they need, but also by giving them back their lives that they had been snatched away by war and persecution due to no fault of their own. We just wanted to, expose you to this if you haven't had that experience. And we invite you to kind of participate with us, join with us, volunteer, donate, hire refugees if you can, advocate with your respective governments to welcome these highly capable, motivated people. And we'll put our website on there. If afterwards you'd like to donate, we would love to have you help us move forward so we could expand our services globally. We're already global, but we have a certain amount of bandwidth that we need your help. And I also want to thank our staff, Jessica, our coaching coordinator, who helps us do these great matches and helps onboard our coaches and our clients, and Prince and social media. And we have a lot of staff that are former refugees themselves. Not Jessica, but the other ones, and Sahim, who helps us with development. So with that, I want to thank you. And I also want to open it up for questions. So if you can, please write down any questions that you might have to either a specific client or a specific coach, or just a general question that you have to a client or coach or Refugee JumpStart. And we'll give you a moment to think about if you'd like to ask a question. And or you could just shout it out. Are there any questions?
How many individuals are you currently coaching?
Jessica, how many do we have?
Okay, I believe, okay, one moment. I'm just gonna pull that up. I believe it's 32. We have 32 active clients right now.
Yeah. So we've been doing this 2.5 years, and we've had many clients before that. I think the total is around how many? Over 100, I think. And the coaching hours was, we just did this recently, 613 coaching hours we've had so far.
That's a great number.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Debbie. Thank you. Other questions?
I just wanted to say thank you so much. This was so incredibly moving, and I'm so happy to be part of this call because I'm in Pacific time right now, and usually I'm in India. So it's just, I just so moved. I'm so inspired. And I want to thank you, Bev, Jessica, to Hussein, to the whole team. Hearing the stories has just, it's just opened up a lot of questions and possibilities. What you're doing, all of you, is just very noble. To the coaches, to the coachees. Those synergies are beautiful. So I just was thinking, so I have a client, and at the moment, what I've learned, I just want to say, is that I've had to test myself, that I like to move forward, and I have my whole itinerary timeline and how I want to fix, and I've had to really adjust my expectations. And I think that's the biggest lesson, is how can I be in service to the coachee? And one thing I just wanted to, that sprung up in my mind spontaneously, is, so when we take a pause or we're on pause with a coachee, is there anything we could do to be of support, either with our background and skills? Maybe we can match with others, even if it's just like a shorter coaching interaction. It could be a couple sessions. I would just like to say that I think that might be a great way to be in service in the interim of having a new coachee. Thank you again.
Thank you. And thank you so much for volunteering with us. We're getting fabulous feedback on your coaching. So thank you. I could see why. Thank you so much. Are there any other comments of coaches or clients? Anything else you want to add?
Beth, in the chat box, Bill is asking, are all the clients resident in Greece?
No, Bill, where are you, Bill? Bill is in South Africa, and he is our coach that helps specifically around preparing people for interviews. He's a speech presenter expert. And no, but we did a research project in Greece. So we have 42, that's why we've got so many in Greece right now. It's kind of our home base. We started there, and we had 42 clients. If you don't know, 42 clients. We got funding to house them for a year, actually 14 months. And half we gave coaching to, and half we did not. Although now we're starting to coach the control group as well, to see and the title of the research was the impact of coaching refugees on their well-being, on the efficacy of coaching refugees on their well-being and
employability.
And employability. Thank you. And we're just now getting the final report. And in fact, it's what surprised us is that, surprised me, is that it had more of an impact on well-being than it did on employability. So which to me is like the first step before you could really successfully handle a job interview and successfully handle a job. You kind of need to get your head straight, and you need to kind of be grounded. And then also the other thing was important, giving them the tools for job search was another thing. But the findings are going to come out soon, and we'll share that with you. The researchers, in fact, they're writing it up at the final report this week, and we should have that very soon. And we're going to be delighted to share that with you.
Biff, another question. What are the organization's future growth plans if people or companies donate? What would you like RGS to become? Question mark.
Where was that question?
From Jivan.
From Jivan, what are the organization's future growth plans if people or companies donate? Yeah, thank you. We're planning on, and I'm going to be sending a letter out in a couple of days of what we plan to do with it. We're starting an entrepreneurship program that Hussein is heading up that is going to take, there's a lot of entrepreneurial minded refugees who want to start their own business, and we're developing our own platform, mentors, events, funders, and we're putting together a whole package of that. We're trying to expand, and we can't really do it unless we have more resources. We need the technology to be able to expand further, because there's a lot of people who need our support, and it's hard to process each one. Hussein, what were the other things we're going to use the money for?
Expansion, entrepreneurship, coaching, platform,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we are quite busy always.
The big thing is technology and infrastructure. Is really what we need. I know it's not sexy to say we need to hire more people, but we do. I mean, it's, Hussein and I and Jessica, and then part-time some other people. And it's a lot. So we need to hire more. We need to hire more people, and we need a technology beyond just Google Drive that we use. So that's the main thing that we'd be using it for. Esty, I see a comment from you. Just a general comment to this group. Doing something to better individuals and lives. You are all inspiring, and thank you for sharing this with all of us. Thank you so much.
I think that there was another question from Jivan. How can we promote the organization, and what platforms and materials can be used to promote RJS? So what platforms can people promote RJS on, and what materials?
Well, we're very active on LinkedIn and Facebook, and also the two other ones. Hussein, why don't you answer that question? You're our marketing guy.
So basically, it's like we are active on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Now we have a YouTube channel, but it's always dedicated for our coaches and our coaching connection call mainly. But soon it's we're gonna have also some more videos for the clients and for the audience in general. The other part of the question, mainly it's what kind of platform and materials can be used. Well, it's with our partnership with LinkedIn, now we are doing our best to promote the organization, yet partnership. I think so. It's we need some more partnership with big organization, and maybe some, let's say it's resettlement agencies. I mean, we are doing our best in partnering with really good partners, but at the same time also we are really busy with expanding the whole organization. Yeah
And we are looking, like he was saying, organizations that find employers, and so that we could introduce our clients to them, and also onboarding for companies when they just hire refugees to help with onboard coaching is another thing we'd like to do. Any other questions? Let's see.
There's another one. Debbie just messaged at the bottom. Bev, what kind of work do you need volunteers to do other than coaching?
Okay, we've listed the main ones in our on our website. Go see our new website. We're so thrilled. It was so crummy before. RefugeeJumpStart.org. There's a thing on volunteer. And what we're looking for is a few things. One is specific mentors in functional areas. So if you've got background in IT or medical things, or any particular human resources, any particular expertise that our coach would work with them. And if they've got a particular expertise, they might give them 1 or 2 sessions with this person to help give them ideas and brainstorm with them and mentor them on a specific career. The other thing, so that's for industry or functional expertise. And we also need people who are fundraisers, who know how to do that, who could introduce us to people who are interested in the whole refugee space. And so marketing skills and
mentors.
Mentors, yeah, in those particular areas. But go check us out on the website. There'll be specific ways. We're looking for coaches. We're now getting really selective, and we want people who are certified coaches. So because we teach them a whole other methodology that we've developed around refugees specifically, but we want somebody to have the basic coaching skills, which is, you know, certified through ICF, International Coach Federation. But we need mentors.
Does that include life coaches?
Yes.
Or
Yes. We have life coaches, we have spiritual coaches, we have health coaches, we have all kinds of coaches, but they're all certified people.
wonderful. I just also want to echo amazing work, and it's really to see what you're doing in this world to make it a better place, not only for individuals, but for collectively for the world. So thank you to everyone.
Thank you. And you can see the quality of our clients and the quality of our coaches. I mean, it's really amazing. It's a joy. So I want to thank you. We're a little over time, but I want to thank you all so much for joining us. And we hope you'll get involved with us in some way, and we'll always appreciate your donation. You can find us on the website. And thank you all. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Hussein.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.